Hey guys, welcome back to another one. This is another Theta update video, and if you like this content, please like and subscribe to the channel. It does mean a lot. Alright, getting right into this video. This is a recent tweet that came out from Theta, and it was the partnership once again with Meter.io, and they're excited to announce their partnership with Theta Network, and we will dig into this Medium article that kind of addresses the Meter Passport and Theta and what that means for the future of both Meter and Theta. So digging into the article, Meter Passport and Theta mobilizing the power of DeFi on the Theta blockchain. And I highlighted, the important parts of this article, and then we'll check out some references as well. So getting right into it, the strategic focus has now moved from protocol development to building the Theta ecosystem and accelerating adoption of Theta as the leading media and entertainment blockchain, which is great. So that means that, for the most part, they are happy with the protocol. They're happy with the live streaming, as you can tell with, the recent update that they did with the Theta API, essentially allowing anyone to, start using Theta's technology and live streaming, and us, whoever, if you run an edge node, then we can be the backend and power that, which is great. So they're moving away from protocol development because they're happy with it, and then they're now moving on to accelerating adoption of Theta as the leading media and entertainment blockchain. Theta will offer an Ethereum-compatible dev environment where dApps, lending, AMM, DAOs, stablecoins, and many more can port over and run seamlessly. I think that is pretty awesome, and the article speaks to a little bit more. With the ability to run DeFi apps on the Theta blockchain comes the need to transfer the capital and crypto assets across different networks. And this is huge because, one of the big up and coming things, of course, NFTs were, a big thing over the summer, but now interoperability between different blockchains is becoming more and more important. And all of these blockchains like Meter that are, honing in on interoperability, they are going to start taking the lead. I think, we'll see a lot more of these start popping up in the future. In comes Meter Passport, a leading cross-chain bridge connecting blockchains like Ethereum, Avalanche, Moonriver, Binance Smart Chain, and Meter. And now it has the Theta partnership associated with that. It talks a little bit about the Meter Passport, and then here is some, token model and security. I won't get too much into it, but in both models, tokens in the destination chains are called representations of the original tokens. Passport enables seamless transfers of assets between different blockchains. And essentially, guys, what that is kind of saying is, you have a Theta token that is going to be wrapped into, as far as Ethereum and the coding of Ethereum can tell, it is a Ethereum coin, but within that Ethereum coin is a Theta coin. And that's essentially what a wrapped representation means. But it's just an easy way to transfer a Theta token from one blockchain over to another blockchain without confusing the coding and the computers behind it. And then stay tuned, because Meter Passport is going to actually be revamped here later this year, and they're going to have a version 2. And guys, associated with good news like this, normally there is a run up in coin price. I'll just throw that out there. So we will actually stay tuned for that one, and I'll keep you posted on this channel. So the bridge costs. The bridge cost includes costs of transaction fees on source and destination networks and operational costs of bridge infrastructures across 5 relayers. The bridge cost is minimal across all participating networks with the exception of Ethereum. Now this is important because, as we all know, if we have any Ethereum ERC20 tokens, moving an ERC token from point A to point B costs a lot, and it's all about those gas fees. And what they're saying for Meter.io, or the Meter token, essentially those transaction fees will be very, very cheap. And yes, I know that Theta has cheap transaction costs, but if you wanted to move Theta from one blockchain to another without Meter, it would be quite pricey. So it is nice that the transaction fees will be cut quite substantially, except for those Ethereum prices. Key deployments, they talked about a couple ones, but the important one that we are here for is Theta. So with the Theta blockchain now integrated, the Meter Passport bridge can be used to move any asset on the Theta blockchain to Ethereum, Binance Smart Chain, Moonriver, Avalanche, or Meter, which is pretty awesome. We're just starting right here with these, core 5 blockchains, but those are, if you think about it, the largest blockchains that are out there. There's a couple more, in the future. I'm sure Meter has to partner with Cardano and other things like that, but that is definitely a really good start. And here are, a couple of the awesome perks to this. So there's additional capital infusion into the Theta ecosystem, which, that kind of just makes sense because of the examples they give is the Theta Swap Dex, and you have access to stable coins potentially in the future. And this is the Theta Swap Dex, and essentially, this is how you can swap T-Fuel to any token. And what they're getting at is you can add more liquidity and ease of trading, which, that'll be awesome to bring more people in. There's lending protocols, and this is the one that excited me the most out of, more or less everything I read. So lending protocols like Aave and Compound, and they did throw out Aave quite a bit. If you're not familiar with this one, it's a liquidity protocol. So just think about your Celsius or your BlockFi, and then this is the decentralized hands-off version of it. It's essentially just, a huge smart contract that is running itself, and it has $26 billion worth of liquidity in it right now. And what this means is in the future, if they add Theta to this, just look at all the money that is locked up in these smart contracts. That's money that's going to be pulled away. Essentially, just think about it like it's money that's going to be staked, and it's not going to be flowing out of the, Theta ecosystem. It's just going to be, staked here. And that essentially will bring the price of Theta up. No questions asked there. And the Ethereum developers, of course, they touched on that a little bit more. If there's any Ethereum devs who are focused on the entertainment and media service, now they can just pick up Theta, which is, the premier decentralized streaming service across all blockchains, and then they can just start working with that, which of course, that's going to bring up the Theta price and T-Fuel price. Expansion of user base, and that'll just come hand in hand with, multiple networks of people being able to use Theta like they weren't able to before. And then the important note here that they threw out is the Meter Passport support for Theta will be restricted to the Theta testnet launch for now. And then in the future, they will bring it out to the mainnet. But for now, it is just in testnet. And lastly, I will give props to Meter. It's a highly decentralized Ethereum scaling solution with a built-in meta-askable gas currency. It connects to Ethereum and other blockchains as layer 2 protocol and allows smart contracts to scale and communicate seamlessly through heterogeneous blockchain networks. And essentially, like I said, interoperability is the main thing about Meter, and it is definitely helping Theta, expand its wings and get out there to other blockchains. If you guys had any questions, please let me know in the comment section below, and I will see y'all on the next one.